G'day everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Raidzero AU and welcome to a series on Vintage Story, game that's in early access at the moment. Playing on the latest unstable build, so version 1.19, and it's release candidate 5. So I think they're getting pretty close to becoming stable. So there might be a few bugs and things like that in it. But I don't think that'll probably concern me too much. For those just taking a cursory look at Vintage Story, very much reminiscent of Minecraft. It certainly has that aesthetic to it, but it has a lot more going on underneath the hood. So it can be quite a punishing game. So we're going to jump in. I am in no way an expert on this game. I've played a little bit of it back in the time, but there's been a lot of updates since then, so a lot will have changed. Can be quite punishing. So if I remember to do it, I might put a death counter up just so we keep track of that because it's going to happen and probably multiple times. Um, Vintage Story is not available on Steam. It is available directly from them at vintagestory.at. It's also available on the Humble Store and at itch.io. From what I remember, I think it's about $18 or $18 to $20 or something like that. It's not a huge outlay. But we're going to play single player. So we're going to jump in. We're going to create a new world. I'm going to play standard. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it Raidtopia, because I'm sure this world's going to be wonderful. I am going to customize one thing on it, and that's down here where it's got world map. It allows the world map, but I want a color accurate world map. If you don't tick this one, it says there if activated, the world map will be rendered with the authentic block colors, which is what I want. Otherwise, it will feature visuals reminiscent of a medieval world map, which is quite flat, doesn't have as much detail in it. So I do want that ticked. And then we apply that. And let's create a world and see how we go. As I said, this can be quite punishing, this game, so let's see how we go here. Almost done generating. Go. Okay, the first thing, we get to customize our skin. Don't like the voice, so I might go tuba. Might do low tuba. Probably go breeches on him on there. That'll do. He's got more hair than I have at the moment, that's for sure. No, I certainly haven't got a beard at the moment, but we'll stick with that. We could do. Okay, show dressed. Yep, that'll do. Doesn't really matter. Now here you get to choose a character class, so you can customize it if you want to a little bit. So I'm just going to go commoner, which has no positive or negative traits. You can go hunter, malefactor, clockmaker, blackguard, tailor. All of them have positives and negatives to them. But I'm just going to go just a basic class. And then we confirm our class. And we're in. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit M to bring up the world map. I'm going to scroll it out a bit, just make sure that it's fully rendered. And I'm going to right click on the thing and make thing just to tell me where my spawn is. And that can be white. There we go. So that's our spawn location. So looking at the map, it's actually pretty good. We've got we've got different areas around here. So first thing we want to do is we want to go near water. And I'm thinking that I'm probably going to want to settle Maybe even down here somewhere. I want to be near some hills. Maybe in this section here, we could make, we'll go have a look. So I'm just going to put thing there, I'm going to pin it and just save it. And the reason being, it's not actually showing me the mini map at the moment. There we go. On the mini map, you'll see at the top there, there's the dot that I just put there. So we need to go and find that. Some loose flint here. So first thing we need to find is some stones. Loose flint is probably the best one you're going to find to start off with. So we want to make some basic tools. Got some loose flint, some more loose flint. We also want to get a stick or two. Few sticks there. Just punch these bushes. See what sticks we get. Oh, that there is a spawner. Is a temporal spawner. Got some more of that. We'll move away from that because we don't want to be dealing with what comes out of it. Now we did have some peat over here, so I might mark that down as well. What will I mark that as? Probably just that. Peat. And save you as that. We've got some medium fertility soil over here as well. Might need to remember that. Okay, so first things we're going to be wanting to do is we want to make some tools. So primarily a knife. So with the flint in our hand, we just left shift, right click, and this tells us all the things we can make at the moment. So I'm going to make a knife blade. And then it brings up this, and we use this stone to nap out the areas it shows. Okay. And then pressing E brings up our inventory and crafting thing. So we put a put that there, and there's our knife. Now at the moment we've only got this many slots, inventory slots, so 1 through 0, so 10 slots, and then we have 4 down the bottom here, 4 basket slots, and this is an offhand slot. So we haven't got huge amounts. So what I'm going to do is then we go back to the napping. I'm going to make an axe head. So we're going to need one of those. Oop, there we go. And I'm also going to make a shovel. So we're going to need that as well initially. In fact, with the shovel, can do is if we go back to where the peat was, we'll grab a bit of this peat. So it's here. Oh, nasty drop there. So back we go into our shovel head. So shovel, move you over, and our axe head, that's our axe. Right. So using the shovel we can pick up some peat. This is really good fuel for a fire. Easy to get. $32, $34. What we do for now. What's this here? Forest floor. Want to keep an eye on what's around us. Keep picking up flint wherever we see it. Is that lead ore bits? I'm going to mark this on the... If we find anything like that, we will mark it on here. So we'll go lead. And I'm going to mark these in yellow. Do that. Sure we don't fall down any holes. I want to keep an eye out for some berry bushes or something like that. Something we can eat. The nasty terrain down here. So this is a berry bush here, but that's flowering. Flint. So that's not going to be any use to us. Really can't see where I'm going. I'm going to die straight off. Drop down here. Drop down there. Terrain's a bit difficult here. Okay, at least we're down. A bit hard to see anything in this sort of undergrowth. Right, so this sort of area, I thought it might be fairly decent, but it's not really. Thinking maybe we do want to go over sort of this area here. So just mark that and pin it. We'll get rid of this. Okay, now as we move over there, got some more heat here. That, get rid of that. So we haven't found anything to eat yet, which is a bit of a concern. But what we also want to do is we want to grab some of these cattails. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of the roots as well, just in case. You can use them at a pinch as food. Worst case scenario, is that I have to eat these. If I don't need to eat them, what I can do is I can replant them nearer where we settle, or nearer where I settle. So, using these cattails, we can make some baskets, which will increase our inventory slots. So these are really important on day one, just so you can start gathering properly. We'll break these out, just see if it wants to give me any sticks. Sticks are something you will go through quite regularly initially. In fact, you tend to go through sticks quite a lot right the way through. Flint. Any bushes, any berry bushes or anything around? So if you want to sprint in the game, it's left control to sprint. What we got here? Now, if you just take a full stack and you just left click and then drag, it will automatically populate it out. So there's a hand basket there. It gives us 3 slots over here. Yep. So day one really is about storage, a little bit of food, and finding shelter and making your initial tools, obviously. So with these ones, if I just cut the tops off, they will respawn. Or they'll regrow, I should say. Yep. A few over here. Grab. Both of these. Do I grab it all? Yep. Just keep grabbing them. These can also be used to make your first storage for your base as well. So that's why I'm just grabbing as many as I can. I believe it's 10 for 10 for your hand baskets, and then your other baskets for the base. I think it's 15 or something like that. So you only grab a good amount. You know. Luckily, on the way over here, there are plenty of these. Grab all of those. $37 now. So I've got enough to make the hand baskets I need. I'm going to grab a few more because we are going to want to make some storage. Just make our life a lot easier. And while they're here, we might as well grab them. I'll pass them anyway. So $53. These can also be used if we combine them with some horsetail, which can be found in the forest, to make some poultices, which are your first healing items. They don't heal very much. I think it's 2. Two per poultice, so it's not much. Not flint. Okay. All right, so this is the area that we were, well, that I marked as an area of interest. Looks like a fairly decent open area. Claystone, claystone. Got some stuff around us, that's good. So ideally, what I'd like to find is a hill that we can maybe dig into. Let's have a look at our map again. Scroll in. A lot around. Don't necessarily want to be in the forest initially. Good for this. You get sticks pretty easily. But it's also good for wolves and bears. I'd rather be out here. We head over this way. Hearing some buzzing. We got bees around? We have. That's amazing. Right off the bat. There's some bees. Gonna mark that for sure. Bees. What can that be? Be that colour. That is really, really good. Finding bees can be really difficult. Got here lead. Look at that. You want to save as much stuff as possible. Witch's hat mushroom. Now, if you're ever wondering about something, if you just look at it and press H, you've got guides, everything, blocks and items. So, witch's hat. Well, look at that. Perishable fresh fruit when eaten, 80. Once harvested, will not reappear until certain conditions, which time past or rainfall. Okay. Looks like they're okay to eat. We're going to harvest those. Just have a look around, see if there's any more. Yep, there's some more down here. Bit of food for us. Here. Okay. So now I need to decide where I'm going to dig in. Probably settle down here initially. Might take a bit of terraforming to get this right. First of all, let's just quickly do our baskets so that we've got some storage. You know, we'll move some of this stuff up here. Dry grass we're going to keep on us. He can go up there for now. Keep you on us. Right. Probably going to have to end up digging in. See how far we can get in here before we hit rock. Can't do anything about rock at the moment. There we go. Yep. See, that's not too bad. I can use that as a bit of a, like a bit of shelving or something like that. Okay. Dig all this out. Where's this go? Help me much on that side. We do is dig some of this out, and then we can use this, make ourselves a little mud cave. Effectively, we are cavemen at the moment. The sun is going down, so we do get some stuff come out at night. Called drifters. Are particularly pleasant. We don't, well, they're not too bad, but we don't want to be dealing with them right now, right at the beginning of the game. So let's go up another one. Probably do. I don't want it to be too claustrophobic. Over here. side. Just do that. Now we can probably go out a little bit more this way. Far out do we want to go? A little bit of water there, which should be useful at some point. We'll probably go out that far. No. No, we can leave that one there. That. Probably pop a door in here. If we don't want it there. Door in there. I'm not going to put any windows in here. The reason being that basically we can use this as a form of cellar. Out of that, out of soil. So we are about to lose our medium fertility soil, but beggars can't be choosers. Normally you'd like to hold on to this. We need another shovel. Quickly nap one out. We might need another knife as well. That. Okay. What we'll do is just put that there. That can just sit in my inventory. Make another shovel. Lights going. So need to get a move on here. It's getting darker. Dig these ones out just so it's easier to get in and out of the area. And the other thing I'm going to grab is some more grass. Food level's going down, but that's okay. We've got those mushrooms. We've also got the cattails if we need to use them. Okay. Dry grass is that 21. Now, because I had a knife in my already made in my inventory, when that one broke, it just automatically puts the next one there. Okay, so what I do need to do, light's getting a bit low, so I'm going to make a fire just in the corner here. So with a bit of dry grass, you just left shift, right click, and it puts that down. And then what I can do is if I use the peat that we picked up, once again, right click while holding left shift. Can't place that one there. Does that need to be, needs to be wood? Oh, well, luckily we've got a tree nearby and we'd already made ourselves an axe. So I'm going to chop this tree down. I know it's dark, so apologies for that. But we need to get some light happening because that'll stop things spawning in. Alright, so a bit of wood there. In here. And then bring up the crafting menu. Put that there, and our axe will give us, I'm just going to make it all into firewood. So with the firewood, now if you left shift and right click, it'll make that. And now we just need to light it up. So in order to do that, we need to make a fire starter. 2 sticks and a bit of grass. Gives us a fire starter. And once again, left shift and right click, and you just hold it until it lights. There we go. We've got a little bit of light now, which is good. This is medium fertility soil, but as I said, beggars can't be choosers. I'll need some of that for farming at some stage. I want to get this enclosed. There we go. So that's enclosed now. Close that off. Now if we come up to the fire and right click, it brings up the interface here. What I can do is take out the firewood and we'll put in some of the peat. Go. The other thing we can make is some, let's have a look at our cattails and see what we can do here. If we go all the way around, we can make a reed chest. We've only got enough for one. That's okay. And I'm going to pop that. No. Help if I had the reed chest actually selected on my hotbar. I'm going to pop that there. Right click on it. That gives us 8 slots there that we can put things in. So water lily. Don't know why I've got those. Heat brick. You can go in there. Put you in there. Firewood can go in there. I'm going to hold on to this medium fertility soil because I probably need it. Low fertility soil I'm just going to hold on to. Fire starter can go in there. Now we do have the cattail roots. We do need some food. So we right click on here, yeah, we're starting to take damage. So can we cook these? No. Cattail roots, I'm going to take half of them. I'm going to cook those up because we're probably going to need them. And in the meantime, I'm going to eat mushrooms just by holding right mouse button. As you can see, it didn't do it a lot. I'll press C and bring up our character screen. You'll see here under nutrition, we've got fruit, vegetable, grain, protein, and dairy. Basically, the more of this that you can satisfy, the more health points you've got. So at the moment, I've only got 15 health points. But as I eat more, this will build up. And you can see everything else there. This is gives us our the date, outside temperature, rainfall in this area, very common. Current rift activity is calm. So there are rifts that occur. Now these cattails do not give much at all either. There we go. Okay, so we've done that. So next thing we want to make is I want to make a bed. For that we need 3 hay bales, which is dry grass, just 4. And then with those 3, just across like that, will make us a hay bed. That could probably go over here. Maybe there. No. There. That'll do. Last thing we're probably going to want to make is a torch. So that's 2 dry grass and 1 stick. And it's actually probably worth making, or is it just 1 dry grass? It is just 1 dry grass. I thought it was 2. Probably worth making a couple. They do burn out after a couple of days. What we can do is we can place one over there. This one here I'm going to place here, and we will grab that fire starter again. We'll just use that to start it. We can pop it in the fire, but got the cattails happening in there at the moment. Okay, so that's done. Now you can place the torch in your offhand by pressing X, and it'll go into your offhand. Carrying something in your offhand does increase your food consumption. So you need to be a little bit careful with that. Alright, so we've got some torches here. Pop that one over there. We've got the fire over there. And we've got some more cattails here that we can eat. One more to go. But while it's not the best, it works in a pinch. And if I look at my character thing, that's treated as a vegetable. So it'd be like some sort of root vegetable. Delete this one as well. So that's slightly, I think it's gone up by point something, maybe 0.1 or something like that. Now I could sleep for the night, but because I don't have much food, I'm not going to do that. I'm basically just going to wait it out overnight, because you do use food while you're sleeping. But that's day 1. We at least managed to survive. Haven't died yet, touch wood. And tomorrow I think we're going to need to do a bit of exploration and a bit of foraging, just to at least get a bit more food. We want to get a bit more stuff happening as far as nutrition is concerned. Maybe grab a few more reeds, we can make a bit more storage, and just have a look around the place. So that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raidzero AU, signing out.